Welcome into Game 2 of our coverage here from the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Of course, we are on TSSR Game Time Live. The Liberty Eagles and the Farmington Farmers. The Eagles will see if they can plant the Farmers today, or if they will, or if the Farmers will plow the Eagles under. We'll see.
Oh boy. I think it's still too early, even though we're a game in. I think it's still too early.
No, I've had enough go juice that I'm ready to go now. That Dwayne started it, so there we go. I had to up my game a little bit there as we get ready for Game 2 of a long day of basketball here. I know Chris, you'll be here for the next game, and we'll go on and on through the night. I was going to look through our fantastic pile of papers. There we go. Coming up later today at 10. At noon will be Pittsfield and Canton. Coming up at 1:30, BPC and A-Town. And then we go on to the winner's side of the bracket. We'll have Illini West and Rock Ridge in the small town of Rock Ridge. 5:30 it is Peoria Christian and Monmouth Roseville. Mercer County and Macomb will follow, along with West Hancock and Eureka. You gotta say it loud. It's got to have an exclamation point at the end. They should have that on their jersey. So put that in there. And getting ready for the game here with Farmington and Liberty. Both teams adjusting. Farmington off from the standard that we normally see out of them. And for the Liberty Eagles, a new coach, as their coach heading over to Quincy, Notre Dame for longtime head coach, and Chris and I were both, couldn't remember the name. Altmix sounds right, but we'll say, but is now at Quincy, Notre Dame because so Sparrow is now as the head coach.
Hardy Lozier at Farmington. Farmers coming off a 54-37 setback to Peoria Christian yesterday, and Liberty falling 52-33 to a good Monmouth Roseville team. They impressed me yesterday from what I saw.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about them. Of course, Chuck Grant coming back out of retirement, I guess, coming back and taking over again. And Monmouth Roseville, pretty good. West Hancock's going to be a load for anybody. A very, very good team. And, of course, Illini West played pretty darn well yesterday. They and Rock Ridge ought to be an interesting game. I was impressed with Rock Ridge. Cunico was lights out in that first half of play as we get ready for the starting lineups for the two teams here today. And again, going to be a long day of a lot of things going on. Glad you're here with us on this. And I'll explain a little bit for the folks at home. When each of our games end, you'll have to get out of the stream and go to the next one. And the reason we do that is, I guess, rewatchability, because what you can do is, you can go back and watch an individual game. You don't have to sort through 8 hours of footage to get to the game you want. Makes it easier for the kids to go home and watch as well.
We've got the starters here for Farmington. Landon Crawford, a junior, number 5.
Also, Jarrett Fauser and Jack Gronwald.
Javen Harrelson, number 12, a junior.
Bollinger start here. A little bit different than what they did last night. Yesterday afternoon, it all blends together to me. Seems like I'm off on vacation. I forget what day it is.
Right.
And we'll see the Liberty Eagles in red here today. Tate Huber, one of their starters. The Farmington Farmers in white.
And a 6'2" junior, number 13, Tanner Cooley.
Tanner Cooley, also one of the starters here for the Farmington Farmers. Size is fairly equal so far, as I'm just kind of looking at guys coming back and forth. Then we'll see how Liberty adjusts to here. And there is Jack Sparrow.
The head coach of the Eagles is Dan Sparrow, assisted by Adam Lee.
Pirate comments forthcoming.
Dan Sparrow, the head coach. Adam Lee, the assistant coach.
Todd Olinger and Robert Jackson.
And now they'll match it up here. Game number 2 of the day from the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Each of these teams playing for their tournament life or heading on to the consolation bracket. Tips up, going to be controlled by the Farmers, Boston Smith. Give it off for Fauser. Fauser going to dribble it around here, looking. 2-3, look. Well, I thought, yep, it is zone. I thought zone for a minute. Thought maybe a matchup zone. As the Farmers go to work with it, over to Haroldson. Back out top, down to Haroldson, looking in the lane, coming back to Fauser. Over, he'll swing it to Crawford. Crawford. Back out.
Down to 5.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Fauser's got to get going, and nope. Didn't get it in time. Liberty with our 3rd shot clock violation of the day. And Farmington will match him up at half court. As bringing it across will be Tate Huber. Has to match up against Crawford, who gives him several inches. Liberty will swing over for Edgar. And Huber back out top. It is Jack Sparrow with it. Reed Sparrow 3. Sports Corner 3 for Reed Sparrow.
Oh, full court pressure.
I don't know, can I say Sparrow fluttered one in?
Absolutely, you just did.
And a deflection, Farmington losing the basketball. Farmington really having a hard time adjusting to the pressure by.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Lozier, you've got to be frustrated to come out on that first series and not even get a shot off and have a shot clock violation. That's not a start you want to see.
Reed Sparrow into Jack. Out to Reed Sparrow again, 3 on the way, no good. Jack Sparrow pirated the rebound. Okay, there we go. Got that one out of the way.
Yeah, you got it out of your system already.
5-0. Oh, there'll be more, you know.
Oh, boy.
Fauser going to bring it up as his pass tapped out of bounds. Reed Sparrow did a nice job jumping it. And they're going to say it was tipped. Official says no, it was not. Or more appropriately, as a lot of my kids do, nuh-uh.
I didn't do it.
Fauser down, drops it in the lane for Cooley. Swinging it around here out top for Edgar. Edgar down for Reed Sparrow. They are jumping right at him. Going down in the corner again. Reed Sparrow, somebody right on him. Airmails that one. Rebound snapped up by Bollinger. And now they'll work at Farmington in the lane. Driving down, shot on the way. Going to bounce hard off the back there. No good for Crawford. And back will come the Eagles. Soaring up the court. In the lane for Jack Sparrow. His hopes sunk as they couldn't get it to the little.
Wow.
Dwayne, you blame Dwayne for this. He challenged me, so it's like, okay, here we go.
First one up and good. As we'll see some highlights here of the drive and foul. Foul whistled on Boston Smith, his first, Farmington's first.
And Jack Sparrow makes 1 of 2. And Lozier has seen enough. He will take a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 7-0 lead here for the Liberty Eagles over the Farmington Farmers, right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Back here at Western Hall on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MWH, also brought to you by Ron LB Auto Sales, with locations in Macomb and Augusta, and with 80 years of car sales experience. Ron LB Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car in Macomb on East Jackson Street. Stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit ronlb.com to check out their inventory.
Some of the fine sponsors here on TSSR Game Time Live. And for the Farmers, down 7-0 here early on. And they'll bring it up in the hands of Jack Gronwald. Swings it out for Haraldson. Haraldson takes a bounce to Fauser. And again, 2-3 aggressive, very aggressive 2-3 zone put on here by Liberty. May even be a matchup zone, and I'll explain that in a moment. Fauser out top with it. A kick out and 3 on the way by Boston Smith. Hard off the back of the iron and back out to Smith on the way around. Couple of bounces, gives to Fauser. Fauser looking and probing and fires it. They work it up top now for Gronwald. Gronwald to bounce, and Fauser on the way with the 3. It is no good. And the rebound snapped up by Jack Sparrow. Out they'll come to Huber. Huber passes cross court for Edgar. Edgar waits and holds. Now they'll go in motion. Jack Sparrow looking for Reed. Nope. Cross courts it over for Cooley. Cooley in the lane. The kick out on the way. Edgar with a 3. And another sports corner 3 for Liberty. And am I mistaken is that their third already?
That would be their second. Edgar with his first, one also for Reed Sparrow.
Farmington back in the lane, driving in, and an offensive foul. Nice job there by Jack Sparrow.
That's going to be the second on Smith, second on Farmington, number 22. Owen Morse into the ball game for the first time for the Farmers.
And stepping out, Boston Smith taking him out of there, was frustrated on the drive. And a little backcourt pressure put on here by Farmington. Morse. And wide open Edgar underneath the basket. Reed Sparrow found him there. Everybody forgot who had him. And now back will come Farmington. Owen Morse looking for a code to break this Liberty press. As Crawford takes a bounce, and offensive foul. They're going to whistle a foul.
Owen Morse, his first, team's third.
And everything has gone wrong for Liberty, or for Farmington so far.
If it can go wrong, it has gone wrong in the first 4+ minutes of the opening quarter.
Huber in a hurry up the court. Kicks it out on the corner. Now they'll bring it in to Jack Sparrow, and they're going to whistle a foul over the back on Gronwald, or actually the reach in.
That'll be his first, team's third.
Trying to get it out of there. And another substitution for the Farmers. Maddox Huffman will check in just a moment. There we go.
Into the game for Farmington, number 10.
And Farmington, I said, things have not gone right here so far. Jack Sparrow looks to bring it in, lobs it deep, and that one tipped away and nearly stolen. Edgar with it, out to Huber. Huber, back to Edgar, and they'll set up the offense over to Huber. Moving up into the high post is Cooley, like they're trying to set a double screen. Now into Jack Sparrow. He'll dribble on the baseline. Shoot fade away, got it to go with a nice kiss.
And another timeout for Farmington. 14-0 start for the Eagles over the Farmers.
And Chris, going to thank some of the fine sponsors here of this tournament.
Just keep it right here. MDH, of course, our main sponsor. They're athletic trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations of Bushnell and Macomb. Provide expert help to all area student athletes in prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at MDH.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. Also brought to you by Spoon River College with campuses in Canton and Macomb, including the building reconstruction going on the east end of Jackson Street, Macomb. They offer a great start for all area college students, both academically and athletically. Find out more online at src.edu or call 309-649-6400.
And Farmington will bring it in a little light pressure, or token pressure, I guess you'd call it, by Liberty. Fauser back into the game, dribbled it across half court, and traveled with it as they just kept going to the foot and just drugged that foot as he went to pass it through. And again, Farmington really struggling here. It's 14-0. Well, Jack Sparrow over to Huber. Sparrow spins, kick out, and on the way with a three is Edgar. No good. Nice block out there, and a gather by Crawford. And Crawford up to Fauser. They work it back out for Haroldson. And in the lane he goes. Gets Liberty or Farmington's first basket of the day. Crawford able to drop one home. Now Jack Sparrow will bring it up over to Reed. He'll put it on the bounce a few times, then give it out for Huber. Huber over to Reed, Sparrow. Back up top to Huber. Pretty patient here. 2:17 left to go here in this first quarter. So working out, hold, come out to Reed Sparrow. He'll put the long three up. It is good.
That's second for Sparrow, another sports quarter three. 6 points for Reed and a 15-point Eagle lead.
Fauser works. Brings it back for Crawford. Over to Fauser, back to Crawford. On the sideline for Huffman. And back out top for Crawford. Working it to Haroldson. Working, back and forth here. Shot clock down to 10. As Fauser takes a bounce up to Crawford. Gonna have to hurry. Haroldson with it down into the corner. Up to Crawford. Out to Fauser. Three on the way. No good. And the rebound snapped up there by Reed Sparrow. He's off on the run. Flying up the court. Out to Jack Sparrow. He'll put a three up. It's good. Another sports corner three. Kabang.
That's 4 trays in the quarter for the Eagles and an 18-point lead.
Finding a little treasure there.
If I had known this, I should have had a tally sheet. Just started tallying everything up.
20-2, an 18-point lead already for the Liberty Eagles. Fauser with it in the backcourt. Running here, running a low 1-4 set as they go back to work. Passes it over for Smith. Smith out for Fauser. And they're looking to get it out on the wing for Blake Mays. Mays, a shot on the way, no good, and a rebound pulled down by the Eagles' Cooley. Off to Reed Sparrow. He'll dribble toward the lane, come down to the near side, cut off there nicely. Also into the game for Farmington, Logan Gardner. Huber into the lane.
Reach in.
There it is. A little too much hubris.
Yeah, a little bit too much of something for sure. And a turnover to the Farmers. We're going to see 21. Evan Sims and 15. Tommy Schutte into the ball game.
Also number 32, Mason Kurgan. Freshman coming in, Liberty.
Talk about a young team. Not a lot of bodies there. Just 3 upperclassmen listed on that roster. Inadvertent whistle or horn, something. Stop it. What is going on?
And the official scorer talking to the official. So I'm wondering maybe if somebody was not in the book or somebody didn't get checked in. And they are discussing it here. Officials having, if I had the Jeopardy theme. I do PA for West Prairie football, and usually we have officials conference, then I play the Jeopardy theme.
Yes.
Oh, and it is a technical foul.
Somebody not in the book.
Yeah, I don't think somebody was in the official book. And their scorer had it in their book, but the official scorer did not have it in his book.
Shooting the roster, technical foul for the Farmers, number 4 Boston.
And well, again, somebody, I think it was maybe it was 32. Boston Smith will shoot the technical free throws. The first one's good. Ready's the second one. And that's one thing that's a little different than the normal high school gym is. Normally, you know, the two scorers will share their
Right.
input and the lineup, and evidently they didn't share that with the official scorer.
Of course, that's also the 2 free throws and possession.
So a chance to make a dent here as bringing in bounds will be Gronwald from directly in front of us. Into Smith, back to Gronwald, back over for Smith. Playing a game of catch, back and forth, bringing it out. And fake by Mills, and 3 on the way, no good. By Fowler, rebound, put up and in.
And put back by number 3, Jack Brumbaugh.
And that's the end of the first quarter of play with our score 20-5, a 15-point lead for the Farmington Farmers. We're going to take this time out on a TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
And we're back here. Of course, that ended, Chris ended the quarter on an odd note for what had been a really, really good first quarter for the Liberty Eagles.
Yeah, definitely, as we'll get some highlights here from that opening quarter coming up before we get quarter number 2 underway.
Fans, a reminder, the winner of this
As
game will face Browns County.
Jack Sparrow dropping a couple in, helping out. That one, Edgar from the corner for the Sports Corner 3, and then a nice feed to Edgar from Reed Sparrow. Jack Sparrow coming in, loops that one up and off a nice kiss, and he'll bring it in from the sideline. Into Reed Sparrow, holds and waits. Now works it across the timeline here, gives it off to Edgar, joined out there as well by Cooley. And Reed Sparrow down the baseline, over to Cooley. Cooley in the lane, Jack Sparrow gets somebody up on, and yes! And it counts. Got Huffman up.
Jack Sparrow in double digits with 11.
Got Huffman sailing up in the air and just able to draw the foul.
Maddox Huffman whistled for the foul, his first, team's first. We should have had a conversation about this beforehand, that this was going to go on, so I could just keep tally marks on how many times you bring something piratey into the conversation.
Yeah, Dwayne, hey, you challenged. You got to rise to the challenge. 23-5 is the lead here for Liberty as Farmers work it up. Boston Smith in the lane. Wheels it out, now gets it back to Fowler. Smith, a couple bounces, works it for Mells. And now from the college line, the shot no good. Rebound put up, partially blocked, fight for it underneath. And Reed Sparrow coming out of there with it. Gronwald couldn't get it to go. And here come the Eagles. Spinning toward the lane, Reed Sparrow driving up and in. Offensive foul, nice job. Underneath there, Huffman, that was really good. You could just see he was just waiting for them to come to him.
Good job, as Huffman will draw the foul on Reed Sparrow, his first, team's first.
Number 30, Jack Sparrow is first. Team foul number 1.
Fowler coming up. As Huffman loops it, and that one through the hands of Fowler. And Sparrow going to pick it up. Sparrow nearly lost it, had to just throw it up. Gronwald quickly out to Smith. Smith in the lane with the challenge, and a nice job by Reed Sparrow underneath. Or Jack Sparrow, rather. Nice job underneath.
Going to get a foul on Farmington. Number 4, Boston Smith, his third, team second.
Team foul number 2.
And Boston Smith's got to be a little careful because he was not happy. And you don't do that unless you're coming off the court. 23-5, 18-point lead here as Edgar holds it out there. They bring it over to Reed Sparrow, or Jack Sparrow. He'll hold on over to Reed. Thought the three, pulled it down. Comes over for Huber, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Nearly had it tapped away in the lane for Reed Sparrow. And pick a Farman.
There's 3 there right in the vicinity.
That's a foul on you, and you. And they're going to give it to Fowler.
They'll send Reed Sparrow to the line for 2.
First one on the way, no good.
See the highlights here on the Sparrow attempt inside and right in your living room with the ball out of bounds and the foul on Fowler.
And second one is good, so ups it to 24-5. Checking in is Tommy Schutte for Liberty. You see him right there by the ball.
Sideline warning?
Yep. On Coach Lozier. He had been chewing pretty hard on the official on that side. See the official very politely saying, don't do that again. Trapped out top, they bring it to Fowler. Fowler driving in, he has it raked away, and Reed Sparrow up the court with it. Heading into the lane, going in, and no call. That was a good no call there. That was Academy Award-winning acting. As Fowler brings it up, slows it down, kicks it out for Grunwald. Grunwald over, and they work it on the outside for Huffman. Back up top, back to Huffman. Looking in the corner, no. And wing it over to Fowler. He'll loop it down, 15 on the shot clock. Nearly had it picked away, and then we've got a Liberty foul. It'll be Reed Sparrow or Schutte.
Eagle foul number 10, Reed Sparrow, his first. Team foul number 2.
And number 12, Haroldson coming in.
Number 12, Traven Haroldson.
To replace Fowler. Inbounds comes for Crawford. Crawford. It's on the floor. Over, he gives the pass for Mills. Mills back to Crawford, down in the lane. Ball fought for, pile on the floor. Grunwald had it, just kind of tips it out for Mills. And his pass is stolen away, and they've got an offensive foul as Jack Sparrow
got the loose ball, but put the elbow up into number 3, Jack Grunwald.
Foul number 30, Jack Sparrow, his second personal.
And we're going to see number 14,
Foul number 3.
Cole Blackhurst. And we'll see a replay of that. Good hustle by Sparrow.
And everything was good, but bringing that wing up.
They really didn't need to do that at that point. He already had control of the basketball.
Mills across half court to Grunwald, back to Mills. He'll try to go in the lane, and we'll get a foul.
Tate Huber, his first. Team's third.
Eagle foul number 2, Tate Huber.
Actually, team's fourth.
Team foul number 4.
Yep, we've gone to a fouling contest, and a basketball game's broken out. Grunwald into Smith, or Crawford rather. Crawford looking for Blackhurst. Nope, Grunwald down the corner. Henderson, Haroldson rather. To Grunwald, he'll put up the long three, no good. And the rebound pulled down there by Haroldson. They get it underneath the basket, and that one passed out of bounds by Cooley, was trying to go across the baseline with it.
Shot clock at 31.
Try into Crawford, puts it up and puts it in and good.
For number 5, Hulett Crawford.
They're going to pressure on the inbounds. Reed Sparrow will bring it up over to Huber. Huber getting past Haroldson, and Haroldson, yep, got a little too handsy there.
That'll be his first, team's fifth, I believe, on Farmington.
Actually, just be the fourth.
You're correct. So both teams with 4 team fouls here in the second quarter.
Give a look in, out to Reed Sparrow, out top. Driving on Gronwald, hands off to Huber, and they'll work it here. 4:40 left to go in this second quarter. Down the lane for Schutte. He'll put it up, miss it. Rebound ripped down there by Blackhurst. He leads the charge up the court. Outside to Mells. Dribbles in and just kind of got. And that's one of those where you can tell teammates did not communicate on who was going where. And they got tangled up with each other. Again, Farmington putting on. Harrelson is locked on to Huber. Into Reed Sparrow. He'll wait and hand it off to Huber. Huber wheeling around. Coming into the backcourt, nearly lost it. Curley kneeled it. Looked that one up. All you YouTubers and Googlers. Reed Sparrow hands it to Cooley. Cooley up to Huber as they work here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Schutte, a bounce, and gives the pass over to Huber. Huber going to put it on the floor to Jack Sparrow in the corner. Coming into Schutte again, and Schutte puts it up. We're going to see the officials say have it. We're going to say tapped out of bounds by Crawford.
Owen Moores, 22, the junior, back for Farmington.
As Jack Sparrow looks to trigger, waits, holds. Into Reed. Reed Sparrow going up. Nice defense there by Gronwald. Able to show a 3-on-1 break for the Farmers. Gronwald driving in, puts it up and puts it in, and cuts it to 24-9.
4 now for Gronwald.
Huber to Reed Sparrow in the corner. You notice how quickly they jump at him after he's hit a couple threes, loses it, and throws it up the court. Blackhurst with it, dribbling in, kicks to Haraldson. Haraldson shot on the way, short, and a rebound taken by Jack Sparrow. Out to Reed Sparrow, who was on the other end of the court, missed the lay-in. Back it'll come to Blackhurst. And play getting a little raggedy here as Gronwald chucks the three up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Reed Sparrow. Huber up with it with 3 minutes left to go in this first half, 24-9 lead. And Reed Sparrow, long three, no good. Crawford down to the rebound. He has a three-on-three break, drives in, lays it up, no good. Reed Sparrow the rebound. And now he'll dribble up, set it up for Liberty. Huber holds on to it. They're trying to get some pressure on out top. To Reed Sparrow, he'll dribble on Gronwald. He's able to slide past him, goes up with it, can't get it to go, and we got an offensive foul. I think the Academy is going to want to see that one again.
Second on Reed Sparrow, team's 5th.
And a nice job to draw it, but
yeah,
not much contact there.
Not a lot, but regardless, it'll go back to Farmington, 24-9, 2:27 to play. See if things are going to slow down. Like you said earlier, a little ragged play out of both squads here the last couple of minutes.
Gronwald locked up by Edgar after him. They wheel it over to Morse. Morse gives the pass. They work it out to Gronwald. Gronwald on the far sideline, right in front of Liberty's coach. Comes in the lane for Bollinger. And three up on the way by Morse.
Shot clock's not going to reset. Nope.
And that's a violation, an air ball.
Yeah, 3 by Morse. Didn't draw any irons, so that will not reset the clock. And Farmington, another 35-second shot clock violation.
Huber walking it up here, and that's what, about our 4th or 5th of the day.
4th or 5th, yeah, through the first game and a half.
Huber working it here, minute and a half left to go in this first half of play. Schutte out with it out top. And we've got a push foul on Farmington.
Got to go on Owen Morris, and that will be his 2nd, team's 5th.
Tried to dash his way through the player, and you can't do that.
Nope, they're going to get.
Oh, see, they ruined the whole thing.
Give Bollinger the foul.
Had the setup, and there we went.
So 2 free throws coming up for Tate Huber.
Makes the first, and that's the first points that Liberty scored in quite some time.
Got just one field goal for Liberty, 3 free throws in the corner for the Eagles.
Second one, no good, but Cooley getting it in the corner to Huber. Huber pulls it out, and wheeling down there is Edgar. Out to Huber, to Jack Sparrow. Down low for Schutte, wide open, puts it up and in. Haroldson forgot about him. So a 3-point play coming up. 27-9 lead for Liberty. Gronwald holds on to it.
First 2 for Schutte in the contest.
And then that one tapped away from Gronwald. Farmington just having trouble really getting anything going in this contest. As Huffman was going to get it. Now they actually bring it back into the backcourt to Morse. Morse over to Haroldson, takes the dribble, and we'll have a blocking foul here. Knocked him down. And we've got free throws upcoming here. And just remember, folks, if you've been away from the game for a little bit, if there's 5 fouls, team fouls in a quarter, that means free throws upcoming. Something different they've done over the last couple of years. Even's gone down into the junior high level. And as Haroldson misses the reason behind it, trying to get away from the injuries and a lot of the rough play on the 1-on-1s. And second one's good, so makes it 27-10. Reed Sparrow will check back in. Schutte will go out.
Haroldson with his first point of the contest.
And now Jack Sparrow will bring it in. They wheel it up to Huber from Reed Sparrow. And he'll work on Morse here with 56 seconds. Still shot clock on. Reed Sparrow dribbles in, kicks it out. And Edgar dribbles, kicks it over for Huber. Down the pass goes to Jack Sparrow. Looks to drive on Gronwald, and another offensive foul. And Jack Sparrow just...
It's the arm extended.
Yep.
That's what got it. I don't know if there's going to be a foul there at all if he doesn't put that arm out, and that's going to be the second on Jack. About a 13-second differential, 13.8-second differential in the shot clock and game clock.
Putting the R in charge.
Charge.
Gronwald brings it up here, 37 seconds, so there's a little difference between shot clock and game clock. Morse down in the corner, Haroldson. Up it'll come for Crawford, out for Gronwald. He'll put up the college length 3, gets it. The sports corner 3 cuts it to 27-13.
Gronwald was 7 in the contest for the Farmers.
Edgar over to Huber. Huber holds is Haroldson. Have to be a little careful, getting a little handsy there. Cooley out to Edgar, over to Reed Sparrow. 7 seconds left as they work. Edgar swinging to Huber. You're looking for Reed Sparrow with 2, with 1. Edgar gonna fire, no good. And you know that was not the possession that Dan Sparrow wanted at the end of the first half, Chris.
No, definitely not the look you wanted there to end the half for Liberty, as Luke over with head coach Dan Sparrow on the Liberty sideline.
All right, Coach Sparrow, you guys got 27 here at halftime. Yesterday you had 8 going into half. What's been the biggest difference between yesterday's matchup and today that you've seen from your offense?
Well, the defense sparks a lot of the offense, and so defensively we were pretty sound and doing some things well there. We were able to get couple runouts and then obviously knock down a couple of outside shots, which definitely helps. But you know, they lost track of a couple guys. We got on layups, and then you know, going to the free throw line. You can score from the free throw line and inside, and when you're able to knock down shots, you can put some points on.
And now at the end of that first half there in the second quarter, you guys started to slow down a bit defensively. They started to make a little bit of a comeback there at the end. What's going to be your word to your team at half about coming back for defense and staying strong so you can convert back on offense?
Well, we started to lose track and gamble a little bit too much. We got caught on our feet a little bit, not checking cuts and that type of thing. And they're calling it a little tight, you know, and so we have to make those adjustments. We got a couple kids in foul trouble, and so, you know, we just have to adjust. And, you know, some of those were on the offensive side that we picked up the foul. So just be smarter with that. But defensively, hold them to one shot, get you know, make sure we're, you know, pushing them out. You know, if they're going to shoot outside, you know, they're going to hit a couple shots here and there. But for the most part, if we can hold them and, you know, keep them from scoring inside the paint and then make them shoot from outside and hold them to one shot, you know, we're doing a pretty good job.
Well, thanks for your time, Coach Sparrow. Good luck there in the second half.
Thanks, Luke. Coach Sparrow for the Liberty Eagles. 27-13 here at the break. And, Greg, it was really kind of an offensive struggle for both squads in that second quarter.
It was not pretty for offense in stretches, as you had an early three-point barrage by Liberty and then kind of slowed down from there.
Yeah, 20-5 after one, and actually Farmington outscoring Liberty by 1-8-7 there in the second quarter. So 27-13 our halftime score here at Western Hall. Game 2 of 8 today, and lots of basketball still to go today and tomorrow.
And tomorrow, of course, they'll play at a couple different gyms here and there as they go. They'll play in Brophy Hall, some on the consolation side. On the, I hate to call it the winner's bracket, but hey, it's what it is. Championship bracket, they'll play at, 12 and 130 here?
I believe so, yes.
Yes, and then so it's a two-in-a-day type setup, and that's always difficult for some of these teams.
And we're going to step aside here, and we'll be back with the second half in just a few moments here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with Melissa Onion, another employee at MDH. And why don't you tell everybody what your job is here at MDH?
Sure. I am the Director of Obstetrics here at MDH, so I oversee labor and delivery, nursery, and postpartum care.
So the labor and delivery unit is newish for MDH and state-of-the-art, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. It was recently renovated in 2019. It is absolutely gorgeous. We have whirlpool spa tubs in every labor room. We have 3 labor rooms, 8 postpartum rooms, all private suites, so it's very nice.
What is it about labor and obstetrics that's important for a hospital? Because you see so many hospitals that are losing that department. What is it that made MDH, or what is it that keeps it at MDH?
I always like to tell people that the community truly funded our Women's Center, because they did. They were the ones that raised the money for us to renovate our facility and to continue on. It's so important right now in the state of Illinois. There's less than 20 level 2 facilities left that are offering birthing facilities. So it's so important and vital for our community to keep those facilities going.
Well, obviously you're local. You're from the Rushville area, so you're local to the region anyway. So you can feel that personally as in MDH's growth in the area. It means something to you because you're from here.
Absolutely. Grew up, born and raised in Rushville, just 30 minutes away. But in this community, the closest tertiary care center is over an hour away. That is vital to have a facility, especially in maternal care, that mothers can go to in need. So it's very important that we're here.
Well, we've talked about in our interviews in years past and now and this year about how important the staff is. You know, it doesn't matter how good the facility is if you don't have a good staff. And it seems like everybody you talk to at MDH cares about their job and what they do.
I think that's what's so unique about a rural facility is we all know each other. At larger facilities, sometimes you're just a number. We're here, you're an individual. We see you as a true person. Our staff is truly a family. That's something that we pride ourselves on because we are such a small knit group. It's wonderful to be a part of.
You know, some people, as they chase a career, and I'm not saying you're chasing a career, but as you chase a career and you move up the ladder, you know, you want to move up to bigger and better things, quote unquote. It seems like there's a lot of local folks that climb the ladder at MDH and that's where they want to be. And you seem to be one of those people too. What is it about MDH that makes you want to climb the ladder here, but you want to stay here?
Once again, it's that small town feel, that sense of community within our hospital. We have a great administrative team that's really supported a lot of the younger leaders to continue to grow and to grow up that ladder and to give us the skills that we need to do so. So I really owe it to them to assist me to do that.
If you talk about the labor and delivery wing.
Mm-hmm.
Pick out a couple of things. You mentioned the whirlpools. Let's leave that out.
Mm-hmm.
Mention a couple things from the department that you think helps MDH stand out.
So because we are a rural facility, we are able to provide one-on-one care to our moms when they're in labor. We've recently been recognized for our Promoting Vaginal Birth initiative from the state of Illinois, and we've implemented what is called a power tower that has all sorts of tools that moms can use during their labor to empower them through that process. And our staff love working with the moms to do that.
And obviously you work with the moms,
mm-hmm.
but care for the babies after they're
mm-hmm.
born is key also. What is that? How do you guys separate those two things? Do you feel like both are equally as important, and are you able to handle both equally as well?
Absolutely. So we're unique once again in the sense that we have to be versatile in all areas of obstetrics. If you go to a larger facility, usually you pick one area that you're an expert in, where we have to be an expert in all areas. And I think that really makes us stand out. That's not something that we take lightly. We jump in and we try to be the best in every single area that we can be.
Well, Melissa, I thank you for coming and talking to us here, and it's a beautiful wing, and,
mm-hmm.
and do everything you can to keep it as beautiful as it is, because I know that the mothers appreciate it. So
absolutely. Well, thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
And we are back here at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Welcome in TSSR Game Time Live's continuing coverage. 27-13 lead for the Liberty Eagles here at the half. Chris, want to go over some of the stats?
Yeah, Jack Sparrow leading the way for Liberty with 13 points. 47% shooting for Liberty from the floor, 44% from the three-point line. First quarter, and that would definitely backs up the 20-5 start in the opening quarter for Liberty. They go 7 of 10 in the opening quarter, 70%, 4 of 7, 57% from the three-point line, and perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line, but just 22% from the floor in quarter two, and that's how Farmington got a 8-7 advantage after in that second quarter.
And yeah, started to come alive in that second quarter a little bit. We're just struggling to get anything much going, and like we said, just everything that could go wrong seemed like it did go wrong for the Farmers in that first quarter of play, but have chipped it down to a 14-point lead for Liberty, and now just got to kind of work their way back in.
7 points leading the way for Jack Grunwald for Farmington.
As the officials getting ready here, and that was, like I said, kind of ragged play back and forth, and we'll see if they can kind of straighten and even that out a little bit as we get ready to go to the second half. About 40 seconds away from that.
See if Luke can track down Coach Lozier over on the far side.
He's trying to wind his way over there. Second half of play can't have the turnovers, Chris, and that they did early on in that first quarter.
Well, no, and like you said, it was just turnovers. You get a 30-second shot clock violation. Don't even get a shot off on the first offensive set, and that just kind of snowballed that first quarter for Farmington. Did a better job coming back in that second quarter, outscoring the Eagles by 1, 8-7, but still down 14, 27-13 Farmington basketball as we get ready to start the second half.
And they bring it in, Gronwald working it over for Fauser. He's also joined by Crawford and by Boston Smith. They bring in the lane to Gronwald. Gronwald dribbling down and hands it off for Bollinger. And now shot outside, no good. Nice tip in. Crawford. And you can see he's pumped up. Edgar going to come back the other way as Farmington trying to pressure and trap. Edgar trapped on the sideline over for Jack Sparrow. Out quickly to Reed. He'll dribble lane, put it up, and off glass and good. Push shot. It's at 29-15.
It's going to give Reed 9 in the contest. Back to a 14-point Eagle lead.
And as they work it through, coming to Gronwald in the lane, alley-oop, or the dipsy-do move with it, 29-17. And Farmington, much better start for them. Liberty just got to kind of hang on here as, yep, there's going to be a blocking foul.
That's going to go on Jack Grunwald, his second.
And he tried to slide underneath, and when you're moving like that, you just can't go underneath like that. That's one of those, it'll get you a foul pretty much every time.
And that's actually going to be the third on Grunwald, team's first here in the second half.
As they look to bring it in, bouncing in for Reed Sparrow. He'll work it up against Groen. Actually passes to Huber. Huber down the lane, dumping it down. Jack Sparrow cut off out of there, trying to find his way up. Shoots it kind of side saddle, best way to call it, and puts it up and in. 31-17, 14-point lead again.
And 14 for Jack Sparrow in the contest.
Out for Crawford. Crawford gonna drive. Kicks it back out. Gronwald, long three, no good. And the rebound bounced around. Cooley able to get a hold of it. Here we're going to walk it up here. 6:20, clock rolling here in the third quarter play. As Liberty back to work, bouncing in for Sparrow again. He'll go up, can't get it to go. And Bollinger going to pull it out of there. Over to Gronwald, out to Crawford. Crawford gives a look. Spins, lost it. Cooley able to steal it away. Huber takes it out of there.
That's not going to end well when you get triple team down here on the sideline in the corner. It doesn't usually work out well.
Huber tapping it through there. Jack Sparrow tried to tap it out, but unfortunately it's Crawford that got it. And then Crawford missing the layup.
Right at us.
Yep. Oh. And Gronwald just launched that one. I thought he was passing it to you, Chris.
Well, actually, I think it was closer to you, but thankfully the table stopped that from coming up in our lap.
I was ready.
You were ready. I saw it. You were ready.
Had my hands out, ready to catch. Triple threat position. Cooley comes over with it, fires it over to Jack Sparrow, now working for Huber. Huber will wheel his way down onto the far side of the court. Coming into Jack Sparrow, goes up, he'll be fouled. And if that's Bollinger. And so that's going to put a Sparrow up at the free throw line.
His second personal team foul, number 2.
Set the course to the free throw line.
Second on Bollinger.
And rolls it home.
We'll catch the highlights there of Jack Sparrow on the drive and the foul on Bollinger. Good call there. Got the arms, came in contact with Sparrow's arms.
Second one's good. So they up it back to a 16-point lead.
Sparrow was 16. Jack Sparrow was 16 in the contest.
Fauser now will work against this Liberty pressure. Up in the corner to Haroldson. Haroldson dribbled down, back out to Fauser. They'll go back to work. Over to Crawford, over to Fauser. Fauser down. Haroldson bounces it back up. Probes the lane a little bit, then back out, puts up the three, no good. And Jack Sparrow snagging the rebound. He'll hand it off for Huber, and Huber will walk it up here as we work down to 4:50 and rolling in the third quarter. Huber looking to the near side for Reed Sparrow in the corner, and Haroldson all over him, down to Cooley. Back out to Reed Sparrow, puts the three up, and there's a sports corner three for Reed Sparrow. And I believe this is ties the largest lead.
I believe you are correct.
For Liberty at 36-17.
That's going to give Sparrow 12 in the contest and double figures with that three.
And Crawford takes an NBA length three, can't get it to go, and turns it over. And that's one of those, I guess you call it frustration shots there, Chris.
Yeah, you didn't really need to take it at that point, especially not that far away from the hoop.
We'll have a couple substitutions. Zach Simpson will come in, make his first appearance for the Farmers. And also coming in, Maddox Huffman. Haroldson and Gronwald will go out. As Liberty looks to bring it in. Sending Huber on the fly. Gets it in, though, to Reed Sparrow. Back up to Jack, and he'll bring it into the front corner. That one, Cooley not able to corral it. Well, did he? Yes, nice play. Landon Crawford, highlight reel play there, throwing it off of Cooley's leg. Oh, they're going to say it is Liberty basketball.
Officials confer there on the baseline and
forget I said anything. Lob into Reed Sparrow. He'll take a bounce. Can't get it to go. Got his own rebound. Puts it up. Still won't go. Jack Sparrow the rebound, and there's a foul on the rebound.
Foul on the floor.
And for the Farmers, it'll be their third foul in this third quarter.
Max Huffman, his second. As you said, Greg, team's third.
And Reed Sparrow tried to throw, kind of just catch and throw. Couldn't get it. And now back come the Farmers. Boston Smith into the lane. Won't get it to go. Rebound tip. Reed Sparrow had it off to Huber. And things have gone dry a little bit for the Farmers here as Edgar works it across the timeline. Back out to Huber, and they'll run the offense. Coming down to the near side, looking for Jack Sparrow in the lane. Nope, found Reed up top. Now they load it into the post. And he'll shoot, won't get the shot to go, and the rebound. Two Farmers tapped it away from each other. We've actually got a foul whistled. And Jack Sparrow going to pick up the foul on the push. And that is his fourth. And that is a big piece out of the game for the Liberty Eagles. Schutte going to come in.
16 points to Jack Sparrow in the contest. Jack Grunwald, the junior number 3 back for the Farmers.
Number 15, Blake Mills.
As Blake Mills comes in, replacing Maddox Huffman. Yeah, that is a big, big loss there for the Eagles. And Fauser will work it. Over to Crawford. Crawford back to Fauser. Getting across half court to Crawford. And passes back to Fauser. They'll set the offense here. Mills holds, shakes. Fired over to Crawford. Trying to get it into Grunwald inside, and instead, ball outside to Mills. He misses. Liberty the rebound, and here comes Edgar on the fly. Bouncing in for Cooley, out to Reed Sparrow. Long three is good.
Sparrow from way downtown.
4-3 for Reed.
39-17, leads up to 22. And that one
sports
passed
quarter 3.
Yeah,
another sports quarter 3 there by Reed, and that one from way downtown.
Boston Smith throws the shot up, but Mills right there. Huber didn't check him out, and Mills jumps right in to get it. Back comes Edgar with it. Trapped out top there. And we got a timeout call. Coach Sparrow not too happy with that, the way he pulled up there. 39-19 is our score here. Let's thank some more of our fine sponsors.
That includes Sports Quarter at 124. Macomb's local original sports bar is Sports Quarter at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Quarter at 124. While enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois, stop in and say hi at 124 North Randall Street here in Macomb.
And for the Liberty Eagles, like I said, losing Jack Sparrow, but Reed Sparrow hitting that deep three with a 20-point lead here. The Farmers going to have to make some adjustments.
Yeah, they definitely will have to do that.
But for the Eagles, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting the loose balls. Keep finding shots here and there. And just breaking that Farmers pressure. I mean, just let the clock be your friend with 2:22 left to go here in this third quarter of play. And see, is it Canton and Pittsfield next?
It is.
A full day of basketball. And it will be Liberty basketball out of the timeout. As Reed Sparrow will trigger it in. Into Hubert. Now remember, Jack Sparrow out with the 4 personals. The dribble down, Huber Going to the far side, giving a look, coming into Reed Sparrow. He'll look to make a move. Got his own rebound, but had it tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Liberty.
Position remains with the Eagles.
Shot clock just 1 second off. 34 seconds on the put back by Sparrow.
Schutte brings it out to Huber. Back to Schutte. Nice job poking that one away, and then we've got a push foul on Crawford.
And I believe will be his first.
Foul number 5, Nathan Crawford.
As just kept going, kind of ran over Schutte. He couldn't get there. It is.
Foul.
Pass
Went right
interference.
through.
Yeah.
That's the fourth team foul on Farmington here in the third.
Huber dribbling, gives off to Reed Sparrow. He's looking to work, goes in the lane, goes up, can't get to go. Cooley right there for the rebound.
Rebound and put back by number 13.
First two for Tanner Cooley. 41-19 advantage for Liberty.
Cooley in the gang, leading 22 by 22 here in this third quarter.
Nicely played.
I do that once in a while. Boston Smith with it. He'll dribble in. Whistled against Gronwald, and I didn't see who the other number was.
Farmers foul on number 3, Jack Gronwald, his fourth.
Gronwald's fourth.
Eagle foul on number 15, Tommy Schutte.
Tommy Schutte picking up there. He and Crawford got tangled up, or the other end.
That's the first on Schutte, second on Liberty. 5 team fouls now on the Farmers.
And fouls are dribbling in. If you wonder why there was no free throw shot, that's because it was a double foul. Smith with it over to Mells. Mells a bounce. Out to Fauser. Fauser dribbling in, shoots shot, gets it to go. Nice.
Little floater there by the senior.
Edgar bounces up to Huber. Huber racing up the near sideline. Gives it off to Schutte, over to Edgar. His pass tipped, and Boston Smith puts it up and puts it in. A nice steal there. Makes it 41-23.
Smith now with 3 in the contest.
As Reed Sparrow dribbling it up now, comes all the way into the corner, drives all the way into the lane, shoots, shot, won't get it to go. Crawford the rebound. Out to Fauser. Fauser challenging Huber, puts it up, and
we're going to get offensive as number 10, Maddox Huffman, wave off the basket.
Yep.
Technical foul on
No,
number 9,
basket.
Huffman.
And the basket won't.
No basket.
No basket, because that was basket interference. And so Reed Sparrow will be up at the free throw line to shoot a pair here. They will get the ball. That is technical foul. And you applaud the hustle, you applaud the effort, but you got to know when the ball's in the cylinder, you got to leave it alone. Now, the other key to that is in high school, that is also a personal foul on Huffman.
That's his third.
And Reed Sparrow makes a pair, pumps it back up to a 20-point lead, 43-23. And Huffman will take a seat on the bench. Brings it into Huber. And Huber will work it up here for the Eagles, over to Edgar. Edgar out to Reed Sparrow, who works it over to the far side now, up to Huber. They'll continue to wheel around. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Huber down the lane. Threw it kind of off the shin of Cooley out to Reed Sparrow. Has it go through his legs. And with 10 seconds left, the Eagles trying to get something going. Reed Sparrow driving in. Shoot shot no good. Got his own rebound. Blocked. And Mills out of there with it. And they did get that off and closer than I thought. The three-quarter court shot bounced off. So 43-23 at the end of 3. Let's take this time out on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
And we are back here. For the Liberty Eagles, just a set course for a good fourth quarter. Don't have to do anything complicated. Just play good basketball and you milk it the rest of the way, 43-23. For the Farmers, going to have a comeback for the ages, Chris.
Yeah, they will. Good quarter there. Liberty 16-10 advantage. 10 of those 16, Reed Sparrow. He's got 17 in the contest to lead Liberty.
And Reed Sparrow triggered inbounds just ahead of us. Into Huber. And Huber will walk it across the timeline. Gives a look, swings it over to Schutte. Schutte holding on, looking. Joined by Reed Sparrow. By Cooley. Reed Sparrow 3. No good. Rebound tapped around. And Fauser's able to corral it. Picks up his dribble, comes over to Crawford. And Crawford will dribble it up top. As he tries to go in the lane on Edgar, drives in, lays it up, and lays it in.
8 now for Landon Crawford to lead the way for Farmington.
Edgar dribbling with it. And Farmington able to take it away. Boston Smith puts it up. And it tipped off. They're going to say it's tipped off of Farmington. Jack Gronwald's going to return. He'll replace Mells for the Farmers.
Replay of that play here.
You can see, yep. Ooh. It might have been off Reed Sparrow's hand, but Boston Smith tipping it.
See Jack Sparrow back into the ball game for the Eagles.
As the 4 personals, Cooley holds it in the corner up to Edgar, now working to Huber, swinging all the way over to Reed Sparrow on the pass. Up to Edgar, and Harrelson all over him, coming to Cooley. Cooley has his pass tapped, and that is Crawford. Oh, slipped and fell.
Oh.
And I don't know if that slipped and fell. The way he's rolling there, you wonder. Don't want to speculate, folks, but a knee went out or something.
He's got a brace on that left knee, and that's the knee that he is holding.
So they've got him down there, got the trainers out. We're going to take this time out. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Here at Western Hall.
And had to help Crawford off. Of course, our thoughts are with the young man. Hope he's okay. But that one of those non-contact injuries, you always hate to see those.
Yeah, definitely.
Reed Sparrow with the inbound over to Jack, who will just dribble it up here. Come across the timeline. 6.5 left to go here in this game. Jack Sparrow dribbling around, kicks it out. Shot on the way by Edgar. 3 is up, no good, and the rebound snapped up by Fauser. As he'll come up to Smith. Boston Smith out top there. Got to get some points in a hurry for Farmington. Grunwald holds. Over to Mells, back to Grunwald. He'll put up the 3 short, and the rebound, Huber down with it. Huber just got to walk it up here. Across the timeline, passes down in the corner for Cooley for Jack Sparrow. He'll go up, put it up, and just put it right in. So 45-25 lead here for Liberty.
18 for Jack Sparrow in the contest for the Eagles.
They're working it back and forth, Fauser. And what they're doing here is Liberty not really necessarily trying for the steal, just making them work time. Mells, high arcing 3, no good. And the rebound batted out. It'll be Boston Smith chasing it down in the backcourt. Brings it up. He'll pump up the three and miss everything.
Out of bounds to the Eagles.
A little outside.
Just a little bit, and it'll go back to the Eagles' 20-point lead for Liberty. 5:25 to play in the contest.
As Jack Sparrow brings it into Edgar. Edgar dribbling toward half court, trying to get across there without getting trapped. And we've got a foul called. Be the first foul of the quarter.
Farmer foul number 15,
Blake Mills, his first, team's first, as you said.
Team foul number 1.
And Jack Sparrow will bring it in from the sideline here. As it looks to trigger. And tried to lob it to Edgar. Nope. Out of there with it comes Gronwald. Gronwald up to Mills. Mills at the throttle, fires to Boston Smith. Tries to sidestep. Nice job. The Euro stepping through.
That gives him 5. Lead back to 18 for the Eagles.
As Huber avoiding a lot of traffic out to Reed Sparrow, comes here. Into Jack Sparrow, spins, shoots shot, no good. Got his own rebound though. Spins, goes up, puts it up, missed it again. Reed Sparrow the rebound, then we've got a foul.
Might be on Harrelson. 12.
That appears to be the case. And up to the free throw line will step Reed Sparrow.
Get a replay here in between those free throws by Reed Sparrow.
Free throw's good. And you see the up one, up two, and a lot of arms in the way there as he was going up with that one. Second one is good, and it's back to a 20-point lead, 47-27. 4:45 left to go in the ball game.
19 now for Reed Sparrow in the contest unofficially.
And Fowler going to dribble up, couldn't get it to go. And Jack Sparrow another rebound. Got to be close to a double-double for him. He brings it up to Reed, over to Cooley, misses the shot, rebound tipped out. Edgar gets a hold of it. Jack Sparrow, he'll dribble a little bit, coming in the lane, spin move, nice try. Couldn't get it to go, and now they'll bring it up. Boston Smith looking to drive lane, goes up. Not good on the shot. They'll go up to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Tate Huber whistle for the foul, his second. Team's first.
And Farmington making some changes here. Coming in for them, Cole Blackhurst. Also checking in, Logan Gardner. Pass is taken on the inbounds by Huber. Huber driving in. He'll slow it up. Work a little clock here out to Reed Sparrow. He'll drive down as everybody just kind of went around him. Nice block by Mills from behind. And he'll lead him up the court. On the near side, trying to avoid a little trouble. Drives down, shot. And Jack Sparrow blocked it off his face. And now they'll work. Sparrow in the lane, working. And missed it. Rebound by Farmington.
Gardner down with that rebound for the Farmers.
Boston Smith steps into it, shoots the three, and picks up a sports corner three for Farmington. Cuts it to 47-30.
Smith 8.
Huber down in the corner for Cooley, up to Jack Sparrow to Huber. And we work it down to 3 minutes left to go in a game. Liberty being patient, but of course with the shot clock, you got to get in the game, get a shot off. Gardner corrals another rebound. And Jack Sparrow got
right, touched his back.
And coming out of there with all that mess is Edgar. Shot on the way, no good. Reed Sparrow the rebound, puts it up and puts it in.
And put back by number 10, Reed Sparrow.
I think the official might have put their whistles away a little bit. Getting this one in the book here, 49-30. Boston
21 now for Reed.
I say that, and then Smith picks up the foul there on the drive, and we'll have some wholesale or some substitutions coming.
Tate Huber, his third, team second.
Huffman and Simpson come in for Farmington. Schutte and also
Sims. 21.
2.5 left to go here. Simpson holds it out top to Haroldson. Bounces over. Looking for Gardner. Nope. Out to Haroldson. Haroldson over to Simpson. Down in the corner for Huffman. Huffman to Haroldson. Fakes. Looking for somebody. Simpson lost it off his hands, out of bounds. Dope!
Oh, boy. Nicely played. Nicely played, Mr. Phelps. Nicely played.
49-30 lead here for Liberty as Huber brings it across. Passes over for, that would be number 32, Kurgan. In the lane, they work it down. Sims to Kurgan. He'll fake, look to drive, and just lost the handle on it as well. Out they bring it for Blackhurst. Blackhurst stolen away by Huber. And with 1:40 left, they're just going to walk it up here. We'll see some more substitutions coming in a moment. Up to Sims. And we've got
timeout, substitution timeout.
That's kind of a nice thing they've done over the last several years.
See number 14, who I don't have on Liberty's roster.
Yep, I got you there. And
Brody Klauser.
Yep.
Number 11, sophomore. But, try and get that number for 14.
Shooting, working it around here. Bring it over. As they work it to Kurgan. Kurgan holding out top. 10 on the shot clock, and that one's stolen away by Gardner. And then he lost it, and then we had to punt it up the floor to Sims. With 1 minute left. Here as they work it around, driving in. Nice attempt at the lay-in, but Klauser could not get it to go.
Go to Farmington.
And so Farmington will end their tournament run, and Liberty will go on.
Liberty and Brown County tomorrow in the first game of the consolation side of Brophy Hall at 9 o'clock.
Gardner brings it to Haroldson, out to Huffman. Huffman going to look for somewhere to go. Puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound, Simpson has it and brings it back out of there to Haroldson. He'll put up the three. That's short. And a rebound by Sims. Sims up quickly here to Klauser. Klauser tried to go inside, but I don't think Kurgan was ready for it. Kind of grinned at him as he came back. Said, yeah, I know. Out to Huffman. They work it around here, trying to get into Gardner. There he goes, goes up, puts it up, can't get it to go.
Good look.
Simpson tried to put it on the way, and they'll. And actually, they're going to whistle Klauser from underneath.
That will put Simpson at the line for 2.
Now, that brings up a point of is it's something you see a lot of the crowd will scream, hey, he was over the back, hey, he was, that should have been a foul on Simpson. Actually, he had not made contact and was not blocking out. So there was that, principle. Each player has a right to verticality, so he can.
Simpson hits both.
And we count it down here. First two almost in the books. Sims going to just hold on to it and work it out here. And that's going to be game 2 in the book as the Liberty Eagles take out the Farmington Farmers. Farmers head home for the holidays. And Liberty will go on to face Brown County tomorrow morning at Brophy Hall. And we've got Dwayne Hulett with...
he'll get Coach Sparrow. Coach Sparrow going to go through the handshake line and come back and chat it up with Dwayne. 49-32. As unofficially, I've got Reed Sparrow, I believe, leading the way with 21. And 18 in the contest for Jack Sparrow, unofficially in the contest, as Liberty will take on Brown County tomorrow in our first game over on the consolation side. Dwayne standing by with Coach Sparrow.
All right, here, Coach Sparrow. Coach, great first quarter, got you out, and then you guys just kind of held that
15 to 20 point lead the rest of the way.
Yeah, I was real proud of our defense. I thought there's a couple offensive rebounds that we gave them that we didn't get a body on people, but for the most part, I think defensively our effort was there. Offensively, we got a little stagnant at times and not really knowing what we were trying to do. And Jack getting in foul trouble kind of hurt us a little bit on that post presence.
Yeah, your 2-3 zone there early in the game really forced them to take some outside shots, and they weren't hitting them. Was that what your thought was, make them stay out of the paint a little bit, or did it just work better maybe than you even thought it was going to?
Well, we definitely wanted to push them out. We saw that they didn't shoot the ball real well yesterday, and so we wanted to make sure we, kind of shut down dribble drive penetration, keep the ball out of the middle. Anytime you can keep the ball out of the middle of the floor, get them on the sides, it makes your defense a little bit more effective. Anytime anybody gets that middle penetration in that, there's too many options that they can do with it, and that includes on kick-out threes. And so we didn't want that inside-out game. We wanted more of a perimeter, swing the ball, and if they shoot it off of that, all right, then we'll take that. But for the most part, our kids did a pretty good job of chasing the ball and creating a little havoc out there, and then good rotations. When we got lazy, that's when they exposed it.
Well, you know the two Sparrow kids pretty well on your team, and they've played pretty well for you here in this tournament so far. A little foul trouble, though. Have you a little concern there in the second half, early at least?
Well, yeah. Jack's come on the last probably 4 or 5 games for us, and it's really given us an inside presence that we were lacking. We knew Reed could shoot the ball a little bit, but we're trying to hopefully develop him by the time he's a junior and senior, that he can go down inside there and have a little dominating factor in there, because he's going to create a mismatch for a lot of teams. With us missing the Cramsey kid, that's one more bullet that we got in the chamber. He can just flat out fill it up from outside, and so it makes us very, very difficult to guard. We came in here shorthanded yesterday. We got 2 players back today, which kind of helped out. I think after this tournament, this is a good tournament for us to get some of those other kids some time and put them in a position that they gotta be able to score and do things like that. And then once we get Vince back and that type of thing, I think we'll be hitting on all cylinders. We're going to be a tough out.
Well, anytime you're in a double elimination tournament or a single elimination tournament, when you can extend the days and get another game, that's what it's all about. And you've been able to do that. You get to play on Saturday.
Yeah, we one of the goals I told Coach is I said we want to get 4 games in, and so whether we go through the winner's bracket or whether we go through the loser's bracket, we want to get 4 games in. Feel like we accomplished something over break, and then that way I can give kids maybe New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. But I told them after yesterday's performance, we're going to practice all during break because we're not going to lose this time. And so they came out a little bit more inspired to play today, and that's what we need to have happen.
Well, congratulations on the win. We'll see you in Brophy tomorrow morning.
Yes, love the mornings. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
All right, Chris, you want to run through the stats real quick there?
Yeah, we do have a double-double, but we thought it might be Jack Sparrow, but he's going to fall 1 rebound short. But Reed Sparrow, 10 rebounds, 20 points to lead the way. Jack Sparrow, 19 points and 9 rebounds for Liberty. For Farmington, paced by the 8 each, 9 from Jack Grunwald and 8 each from Landon Crawford and Boston Smith for the contest. Liberty shoots 33% from the floor, 46% from beyond the arc, 28% for Farmington, and 11% from beyond the arc. As I heard Coach Sparrow there say, Greg wanted to get 4 games in. While he's 2 in, is going to have 1 more for sure for tomorrow.
And as you're seeing some of the highlights from the game here, and of course coming up we've got Pittsfield and Canton. Run back there. As you see Liberty and Farmington, some good highlights. That one, a nice lay-in by Crawford. And as Boston Smith bringing it up. Nice floater there. And Crawford, several nice legs. Jack Sparrow, 2 of his 20. Nice loop in by Boston Smith, and then had a long 3 as well. One of our sports corner 3s here. Reed Sparrow, a nice up and in and good. And that some of the highlights from the game here. And of course, Chris will lead you through the next one. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wyatt's going to join us here for the next couple of games, and it was fun.
Well, fun.
It
Always
was fun.
Getting to work
Hadn't
together.
done that in a while. I think maybe last year. So, good start to the day, and some great basketball still to come.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this one. We'll exit and then move on over to the other stream. This has been TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.